Not too bad. You got your car and everything. Is it all good?
Um, Maybe. So it had
Uh
a
oh.
it had a check engine light for an evap leak, and
What?
they said that they think it's a sensor issue, and they think they fixed it. And if it's like if the light's gone off in like 2 weeks, to go back and they should be able to inspect it and give me the permanent inspection, no problem. If it hasn't, they might need to replace the sensor.
Damn. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, it's still better than like the thousands of dollars I thought it might have been.
true. Very true. It could be worse, right? That's my
True.
motto. Can always be worse. Let me turn on my screen share on Discord, and hopefully you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Nice. All right. So, tell me about your gameplay. You said you actually are you a support main? Is
Yeah,
this
support.
what we're seeing? Pog champ. Um, this is some sick win rate. How come you're not gold yet? What's going on?
Uh, I don't know what you want from me. I've been gold every season on my main.
I'm just saying this win rate is really sick. So you might as well push for more, I guess.
I
But it's
have
really
been
good.
trying. I'm at 96 LP.
Yeah, you're basically there, right? Damn,
Yeah.
dude, that's nasty. All right, good stuff, good stuff. So I guess our focus today is gonna be on the 80 carry side of things. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, let's take a look then. Is this the first one you want to see?
Yep. And again, these are all from my perspective as the support. He's basically a Lucian one trick. He'll go on something else if Lucian's banned, or if it's like late into the night and he doesn't feel like playing Lucian anymore.
I see, I see, I see. So, are these games ranked? I think you mentioned like one of them was like normals and one of them was flex
Yeah,
or something.
this one with him is normals, and the other one I sent you is one of the solos on my Smurf, the 19
What
and
the
4.
fuck? Okay, okay. No, no, no. I was just looking at. They have a Kaisa as your Valen. Not that you're like playing normals or whatever, but um, interesting stuff. All right. Well, what do you think your strengths and weaknesses are as a player? You know.
Um, I think that in general laning is a strength, and just like mid game and late game macro, I tend to not really know what to do. And also sometimes I go for random ass spells like a Nami bubble that like has like a 2% chance of actually hitting someone.
Uh-oh. That's always interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like that E right there, right? It's kind of random.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of spells that I'll throw on him. Like I said, I looked at this video a couple of times already, and once with him after it happened, where like just from what we were talking, I thought he was gonna like go in, and then like I hit him with the W or the E, and he doesn't go in, and I'm like, okay.
Right, like here again. All right, so this is actually one thing with Nami that's super common is that you'll see an opportunity for them to walk up and hit them, right? Which is why you're putting the E on them. So you get the
Mhm.
move speed, they get the buffed autos. And here's the thing is that uh, putting the way, if you want your AD carry to hit someone, they have to see it before it happens. You know what I mean? It's not like you get a buff and then you're like, oh, you change your mind, you go in. It's like they have to be going in already and then they get the buff. You know what I'm saying? That's like the
Mhm.
most effective in my experience because if you don't do that, there's just like a bunch of confusion, like here, right? Where it's never really gonna work out the way it should, or it's not gonna be like optimal in terms of he's not gonna go in because it's too late, right? He's like, oh, he gets the buff and then he goes in. It doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that if you're looking to buff someone like that, uh, they should already be hitting them. Or what you can do is,
A couple of times here, I think I used it to try to get an area shield on him to try to prevent some damage.
oh, I see, I see. Um,
I'm not sure if
not,
that's a
not,
terrible idea.
not the worst idea, but I would say it's probably not worth,
Okay.
right? Like in this example, it'd be like you just let him get hit, right? I don't know. It's just not worth using an ability like that, right? In my opinion, I
Yeah.
just we should just throw a wave or trade or something like that, right? If he's getting hit, that's kind of his fault. So,
Mhm.
but one of the best ways you can use your E is in the middle of an auto attack,
Yeah.
right? You can cast it and then it'll be like super effective, right? That way, it's literally always gonna get value off your E. But oh, okay, this is a nice attempt here. Nice try. Fat trade. Basically, all you have to do is just trade. So I think one of the a habit that we're seeing is that you're using your E kind of whenever, right?
Yeah.
And I think one thing to help you, so your wave value is really good every time you hit them, and then it heals you, right? Essentially, so it's really good. And then when we look at the value on our E, it's like it's more negative than positive, if you know what I mean, in terms of what did we get out of it, right? And the reason why it's actually really important to focus on this is because you know, how much mana does it cost?
Yeah, 55.
Right? So every time we miss, it's like that's like an extra wave we could have gotten, right, onto trading them, right? So that's just something you might want to look at, but you know, it might not be the most pressing concern. It's just really important in lane because support, if you have no mana, you can't do anything, right? So in this lane, what do you think you should be doing?
I want to try to be poking, but it's a little bit hard because the Ezreal outranges me. But I mostly want to be trying to poke and draw out spells so that my Lucian can go in with them not having spells.
So by poking, what do you mean by poking? So from my definition of poking is you're gonna hit them and they are literally unable to respond. So like something like Xerath Q, right? You can't hit back.
Then I guess I would mean more like trading, like a wave auto for maybe an auto or a Q from an Ezreal.
Right, you're trying to trade. Right, you're trying to trade as hard as possible, right? Every time. So that would tell us, you know, we can actually like stand right here.
Okay.
For example, right? And then for support, this is actually an interesting part because we never really teach support. Is that when is this trade not worth? What do you think?
When it's just me and Lucian and Kaisa can get her Q off on all of us, and same with like when we don't have minions.
Right, like isolated Kaiser Q is an indicator that you're losing this trade, even if you're playing Nami. But yeah, that's actually probably the big one here. In other lanes, it's different, right? Maybe you're face tanking minions, and then you get hit by both of them or something like that. But that's the general idea: is that you want to trade, right? That's the big focus. So you don't need Lucian to trade. You can just walk up and do everything for him, right?
Okay.
In that way, but you have the right idea. But it's just, you know, I feel like they should have less HP than they have right now, right? Like everything like that is really good, but we can always initiate that ourselves if he's like not really sure what's going on. But yeah, any questions so far?
Not really, no.
Besides trading, what do you think you should be doing?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, we can
map, trying to, you know, keep
right
track of who's there.
This is good, right? You need to know where the jungler is, right? So we look at this picture. What the hell is this fleet forward? All right, we look at this picture, right? And then we say something like, you know, how can you win other lanes besides bot from bot lane as a support?
Get vision for mid and.
Okay, that's good, right? So how do you get vision? Can you go get vision right now?
No, we need to push them into the tower, and then we have an opportunity to get vision.
Right. So if you want to not only win bot but win the whole map, you have to push. Is the idea, right? And then it's like, if you push and you get ganked and you die, that's always gonna be bad, right? Mm-hmm. So how do you know if you're gonna die in a gank or not?
Depending on what summoner spells you have up and what you have, and like what they have and what you have to disengage / engage. Right,
exactly. Usually it's summoner spells, right? It's the basic. Do you have flash or not, right? So that would tell you. Here, we're just trying to hard push everything. And we need to trade as much as possible. So you just stand here. And you just want to... You can even auto the wave. Like, I think that's perfectly fine, right? As long as you know how you want the wave to be. So here, we should be like in their face, auto attack, W, constantly. Because they don't know what's going on, right? Because every time you walk up, you're getting good trades off is what you want to do, right?
Okay.
So that's like one thing we could do better, or maybe have a better habit in terms of laning is, how do we apply pressure? We can push more, or we can look to trade every time they want a minion, you can trade on him, right? So anytime these guys want a minion, I mean, you know that, but in terms of making it happen every time, it's like, he wants this, we walk up and hit them, right? And then, okay, if you're pushing in, then you also have to know that do you want to trade if you're pushing them under tower?
No.
right? Because you're gonna get ganked, right? And then because you have no HP, even if you have flash, you're gonna die, something like that, right? So it's always kind of a support is very much a mental game in terms of how do we win this lane every time, right? And then yeah, it's basically support's job is to win the lane, right? And then ward for the team. So oh, this is awkward. Okay, what's going on here?
What do you mean?
Is there anything we should have bought that we didn't?
Probably a pink ward, but at the same time, we were constantly being pushed to the tower in this game, and so I didn't really feel like I had an opportunity to place one.
So one thing you can do is coming from base. When are you needed back in lane? What do you think?
If you ask my ADC, it's immediately next to his side.
Okay, let's say they're pushing the wave in, right? Are they gonna dive Lucian? What do you think?
Probably not the two of them.
Right? How can they dive? Right? I have no idea. So you're not needed, right? Let's say they're slow pushing in. Are you needed in lane?
Maybe they might try to gank him before it gets to him, but if he just waits by the tower for it to get to him, then I can.
Right. So less clear, but probably not. You're not needed, right? Needed is like he's gonna fucking die or he's losing XP or something, right? Okay. What if it's slow pushing to them? Are you needed in lane?
Probably. He's gonna end up next to their tower eventually.
Right. He's gonna get zoned if you stay way too long and it's slow pushing towards them, like in this picture. Right. If you leave and they just zone him from the wave, he's kind of screwed, right? But back at this picture, it's pushing into the tower, so he's not losing anything, right, so to speak. This is your time to go and ward, right? If you had a pink ward, so where would be a good spot? Oh, you can ward for your mid laner, like you said, right? You can go ward this pixel bush. You can even run with your jungler and fight for crab or something like that, right? You have some options here, but you don't have to be in lane. Like, not going to lane is oftentimes better. Because the enemy team is gonna get surprised when you show up, and you can have like a man advantage fight, for example, and the enemy bot laner will not be able to punish you guys. Oh, what's going on here?
Jungler's coming for a gank.
PogChamp, is this working? Oh, it did work. Nice wave kill. You want to W him? Save the bubble. Oh, you guys are all fucked. All right, let's talk about mechanics at least. So what's going on here?
I tried to bubble Kane before he ulted.
Right. So, the idea is kind of, if you throw this bubble, how many times does it hit out of 100?
If he doesn't have ult, which is probably not likely if he's coming in, so probably not very many. 1 out of 100. Right.
It's not going to land, right? Especially if he has splash or Q or literally anything, right? Well, actually, he just uses Q, so we can say it's reasonable to say he doesn't have Q. But it's just, this is like a common trap in terms of you throw the CC ability at your first opportunity, first possibility, but you want to throw it when there is 100% possibility of hitting, essentially, right? Or maybe not 100%, but you have a high chance. So, for example, if you're out of vision and you throw the Q on him, how hard is it for him to flash it versus standing in the open?
Much harder.
Right, yeah, it's super hard. Or let's say you're standing here and he's running around chasing your guys, and you hold on to this bubble until he's like in the middle of an auto attack. That's a lot harder for him to dodge it, right?
Yeah.
Or even the best one is he knows you're in here, but you don't throw your bubble until like 3 seconds later, and he's like, he has no idea when it's coming out, right? So you always need to kind of that's like, it actually didn't matter for this fight because it seemed like you guys are just getting rolled, right? But actually it could have mattered here if you threw a bubble here, but the concept is always when you have skill shots, you want to hold on to them as long as possible to make sure that you have good value. Oh my god, he's killing this guy.
Yep.
Oh, poggers. Well, that was amazing. Oh, is he dying?
No. Almost though.
Almost died. But yeah, that's like the general idea. And it's like the reason why we're going over this is just because we saw one mistake, is because it's 10 times more important for the support to know this versus the AD carry, right? Because if Lucian misses Q, it's like it can be saved, right? The fight can be saved. But let's say if you're playing Thresh and you miss Q, you guys are donezo, right?
Yeah.
It's essentially there's just no way you guys can win. Oh, okay, let's look at this. This is back to our example of pushing without flash, right?
Yep.
So it's just a simple. Can you push? You got to make sure that you have flash and you know that you're getting ganked. But this is you would be okay if you weren't so far up, right? I can't believe. Wait, you're actually out. You're actually out here. That's pretty funny. And it's really good that you're holding onto your bubble. Wow, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, you guys got out. Kane's humping bot lane. Interesting. Interesting. So post level 6, is anything? How do you want to play the lane after level 6? What do you think?
I mean, I still feel like this lane's really kind of hard for us because of their range. So I'm mostly just trying to keep us both topped off and healthy for any like roams from our mid laner or jungler, and holding on to my ultimate because like both Ezreal and Kaisa can get out of it with either ultimate or E.
Very true, very true.
And I have to save it for after Kane ults, or he's just gonna ult it. So about half of my ultimates this game I try to save exclusively for Talon.
Oh, we're dead as fuck.
No.
What? He's easily killing you here. What's going on?
I don't know what he did wrong. Other than not kill me.
What? How's he so weak?
He expected me to just instantly die. I think at this point he was like 0-2.
What? He should have pressed start there. What's going on? Interesting. Well, you guys get away here, but you have the right idea, right? In terms of saving your CC abilities, because they have a lot of ways to dodge it, right? If you want to push for more in lane, because it seems like you guys are doing fine, right? But if you want to push for more, you keep saying that like range is a problem in terms of feels like they outrange us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when are they going to walk up in close distance? When is it? When are they guaranteed? When is Kaisa guaranteed to walk up? Essentially,
when there's no minions or like low minions, like 1 or 2 minions that are like one shot each.
Right, like this guy, right? This minion, right? That's how you can kind of gap close, quotation marks. That's when you can walk up and go for your trades, which is still what you guys want to do, right? You guys are still winning trades, I would say. So, okay. If there's anything to look at so far, it's just you can be more. I hate to use the word aggressive, but there are opportunities in terms of no way. What the hell? There are opportunities in terms of you can find these free trades every time they want to CS. Like literally every time they want a minion is your time to go, right? As long as you think you can't die to a gank or something like that. Wait, what is going on? This guy's dead, right?
Yeah.
Wait, could have auto attacked him. Oh no, it's okay. He's dead, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought I could auto him there when he hopped over the wall. Like, I knew he was going to hop over, but I thought I could auto him and kill him before he could kill me.
Dude, that's some Assassin's Creed shit. Nice try, nice try. Nice try. But yeah, I think there is another big habit we need to take a look at is what? What do you think?
Face checking bushes, maybe?
No. Something we already mentioned.
Holding on to my Q?
No. Something more important. Or maybe equally important. What's in your inventory right now?
No pink word.
Right, you need a pink word. Like you literally like okay, let's go to pro builds. All right, let's look up any support player. Let's just throw in Max here. How many pink words does he buy? Let's just throw in Pike. And oh my god, what is this? Right? This is literally every time he's basing. Okay, this time he didn't, but literally every time, right? Has to be this one. You have to buy 3 in this one, and 3 in this one, and 3 in this one. You literally have to buy like dump your words into pink words. Dump your money into pink words.
I know.
Like you need this shit.
GG, I have like 10 each. I swear.
It's just it has to be a habit, right? It has to be a habit because like you definitely would rather have a pink word than this amp tome, for example, right? Yeah. Or what do we buy here? Oh, Dark Seal? Yo, yeah, definitely want like 3 pink words, 2 pink words, right? Like back to our early example of how hard is it for Kane to dodge bubble when he can see you versus when he can't see you? Pink word guarantees that he can't see you, right? So it's so strong. It's like that's if you want to like carry as support, that's like kind of how you do it. Besides landing all your abilities, right? Okay, what's going on here? Right. For example, here pink word in this bush would be like, oh, they can't walk up, right? Or pink word in the tri bush means, oh, they have to face check Talia or something like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's going on here? Oh my god, is he winning this 1v1? He actually is. This talent, this talent is not having a good game. But sure. Okay, push. Sure. You want to clear wards after you push? Sure. I think that's a-okay. This Ezreal is pretty much useless. Oh, going for fat trades. Good. Come back. Okay, nice trade. Oh, okay, nice try. I think that was just a RNG chance, but you didn't really lose anything from doing it. So, oh, let's watch this fight. Is there anything wrong with this?
Yeah,
Ulti?
his ult and
Yeah. I think we got lucky. He like went into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the same exact thing in game. I was like, why did he choose that direction?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, but this is just it's just the same thing in terms of you want to hold on to your stuff longer, literally as long as possible. Okay, think about this. You would rather miss the opportunity than miss the ability. Okay, that's what I want you to think. Okay, because let's say you're playing Blitzcrank, right? How many times have you seen this? Okay, Blitzcrank runs down an AD carry and just holds onto a hook, doesn't do anything. The AD carry dodges himself to death, and then Blitzcrank presses E.
Yeah, so many times.
Right. And then, or the ADC panics and flashes and he just hooks his ass, right? So holding on to it means you always have the upper hand. You have the ability to attack, always. And they have to be afraid. Like, here's the common example. Have you ever played those, like, web flash games that are like, when this button is red, press the button, right?
Yeah.
So, there are, like, two examples. One where it's like, the button is going to go red within the next 3 seconds, right? So you always get it like instant. Your reaction time is so quick, you always get it, right? But what about the time where the red button, the button's gonna turn red in the next 2 minutes? You know, how hard can you concentrate before you can't get that button with decent speed, right? It's like you can't. Your reaction time is much slower because you're not. I think the word is primed for it, right? You're not ready for it, right? It's the same thing with your skill shot. Let's say he has to flash your bubble to live, and you just stand on top of him for 3 minutes. You know, how hard is it for him to dodge it? It's pretty hard, I would say. Versus if you use it immediately, it's like the easiest flash of his life. So that's like one thing you can definitely take a look at. Oh! Okay, this might be an exception. This is an exception to the pink ward. Only because it's a full item.
It's like the IE rule, right?
Right. Only because it's an ardent sensor, we'll say this is acceptable. But I think the other times you definitely want pink wards, right?
Yeah, I actually thought that was the back. One of these backs, I actually sell the Dark Seal to buy a full inventory of pink wards, and I thought
that's good. That's good. All right, so okay, we're into the mid game now, right? So, well, laning is over. You kind of won the lane for your team. Very good. What should you do after lane?
We want to go mid, let LeBlanc take a side wave, and just try to stay near like major objectives.
Okay, very good. That's like the basis of what you need to do every game, right? How about matchup specifically? Remember, it's Kai'Sa and Ezreal versus Lucian and Nami. What do you guys want to do?
Well, based off of this game, I wouldn't say I'm gonna hang back and do nothing, but based off of what you've said so far, I should probably look to trade on the Ezreal or the Kai'Sa.
Yeah, you want to trade as much as possible. You'll take away their HP, right? It doesn't really change that much. Now you're just factoring jungle and TP, right? But let's say if you're playing Blitz, your job in lane is to try and hook them, right? What about mid game? Oh wait, it's the same thing, right? We're still trying to hook them, right? In this case, you still want to trade, right? But you also can look for some kind of catch, but I think Nami's catch is kind of poor, right? Skill shot CC catch. You're more like Peel, if anything. You can catch people, but it's unlikely, right? But yeah, you want to run up and have Lucian trade with them, right? You still have the same idea going on, right? So like this, right? It didn't seem like much, but what happens if you do that 10 times?
Then he's at like,
Oh, yeah, look at this. Health. Oh, what's going on now, right? Oh, what the fuck? You guys might want to run. Oh, okay, I think the waves... Oh! That was a good ulti. But what happened to the other part? Oh, what the heck? Wait, what's going on here? Wait, you're crazy.
I know.
Wait, that was crazy.
I know.
That was so good, but also like at
really
the same time so risky. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about this. Let's whatever that was. I think it was fine. You can keep doing that. But let's talk about this part. Tell me what's going on in this fight.
I have no idea. We went in, then we backed out, and then we went back in again.
Is there anything you could have done better?
Could have held
Like
my
the
bubble.
Yes, that's basically it. Because you played the fight without an ability. Right? Does that make sense? We played the fight missing an ability, so you guys won this, which is really good. But imagine if you had your bubble, right? You kill this Kane. You kill this Kane. Oh, you got this Kaiser too, right? And then you guys get Rift Herald, right? So it's always about like that's what I mean when I say I would rather have you miss an opportunity than miss the bubble, is because the instant you miss, right? You look for an opportunity, you miss. It's on 10-second cooldown. So in the next 10 seconds, anytime you could have bubbled doesn't exist, right? You can't actually bubble them, right? So if there's anything, I mean, you're doing really well, but if we want to like increase our or build a good habit in terms of making sure we land all our abilities, that's how you do it. You hold on to it as long as possible until you see an opportunity that you literally cannot miss, right? That's what you want to go for. I mean, these are fine because you guys are leaving anyways, so you can go for like a random shot, but in the middle of an all-in, you need to save it, right? Okay. Something like that. Oh, what the hell? Everyone's dying? What phase?
I die. Literally everyone misses everything on this guy.
Oh. You know what I mean by the first opportunity though, right? Yeah. It's kind of a habit that we're seeing. But another thing you can think about is if you miss, you want to run. So this is like we missed, you gotta run, right? You gotta run away because he's killing everyone or he's killing you. But yeah, sure. I think that was just a talent thing. It's just like this. Honestly, could be any champion, right? Could be Zed, could be talent. I don't know what it is, but the right answer is always gonna be save onto your bubble until you have your like 100% hit chance, and then you'll be good to go.
He lunged on me or something.
Right, exactly, right? Or let's say Zed has no flash and he ultis you. He's coming out from behind you. You know it's gonna happen, right? 100%. What's going on here? Nothing to see here, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, we were trying to catch them, but they're all too fast.
Kane is behind you guys, sure. What are we doing now? Oh, what is going on here? 2 people are going up and 2 people are going down.
Yeah.
Okay, this is fine. Oh, fat ulti! You just carry this fight. Oh, you see, you see, we have a recurring a bad habit, I would say, right?
Yeah,
in terms of
yeah.
It's just you just gotta hold it, okay? You don't need it, don't use it, right? I mean, I know, I think you know what it looks like. Well, let me see if I can pull up an example real quick. Let's see. This is a similar skill shot. Let me see. What's a good example? What is a good example? Here we go. This is fine, I think. You can see this, right? So, can I hit her here?
Probably not. Depending on if she has summoner.
Is she physically in range?
Yes.
Right. So that's how he knows I'm gonna shoot it right now. That's his guess. Right. So you don't aim. You don't shoot at the first opportunity. Essentially, that's how you trick everyone. Okay. You want to save it until there's no chance. Right. Now he has no clue. Right. And that's why he's getting hit. Is because he didn't try and dodge. He thought I was gonna throw it on the first opportunity. Right. But you never really want to throw it on the first opportunity. You want to pretend to run away and then hit them, or go in a bush and hit them. You want to increase your chance somehow. Right. But going for the first opportunity is rarely the correct answer. So let me see if we can find any other examples. Right, so this is the same idea, right? We're physically in range, but we're not gonna cast it, right? This is physically in range, I would say. It's too easy for him to dodge. So we're just gonna dance in range, and then the instant he gives up on trying to guess is when you go, right? He just gives up because he's just like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let me see. Is there another example here? Probably not. Oh, this is probably gonna be a good example. It's kind of a weird fight, though. Notice how all these people are in range, but we're not going to use it, right? You save it so that you can always get good value out of it, right? That's the idea. Yeah, let's go back to this. Nice fight. That ulti basically single-handedly won that fight. Very nice. They're chasing super hard. All right, so what else is your job as the support in the mid-game? As Nami, I guess, because, different supports do different things, but...
I mean, I think I'm mostly looking to peel for my ADC and like speed him up / enable him.
Right, your job is basically your best. The best way to use your abilities is to debate the enemy. Right, they go for your teammate. You hit him with a CC, or you hit him with the heal, or whatever, and then you guys are good to go. Right. And in terms of fights, should you be the first one in?
No.
Can you be the first one in?
Against this team, unlikely.
Right, but
probably get instant pop.
right, usually not, right? Unless you have flash or something, you can't really debate as Nami,
Yeah.
right? Because let's say you're debating in the front, and then King goes on you, you bubble. Oh, he flashes it, you're dead, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why we can't really be in front. Oh, what's going on here? Let's take a look. Okay, interesting. Anything you noticed about this fight from the get-go?
With numbers in our advantage, but only for a short time because we saw Talon coming.
Wait, how do you know it's numbers in your advantage?
Because we have Kayn, Garen versus Talia, Lucian, Nami.
But where's everyone else? You can't see them, right?
Right.
So shouldn't you assume that they're all there?
Yeah, I guess they could be like coming right behind that Garen.
Right. So in terms of when it comes to like fights or ganks or anything, like you know how like in ganks you always have to assume they're coming bot lane, right? Otherwise, you know, the instant you don't, they come bot lane, you die, right? That's kind of awkward. So this is the same thing. Anytime you don't know where they are, they're all there, right?
So this is potentially a 3v5.
Right. Or I would say LeBlanc is close enough to contribute. So we would say this is 4v5, but it's still losing, right?
Yeah.
So your first, you should play like it's losing.
Okay.
Right. So this is kind of everyone's job, but support should be the brain of the team, in my opinion, right? Because they don't have to farm or do anything. They just run. They don't even have to farm camps like the jungler does. They just have to run around and win fights and win vision control, right? So your job is to notice that this is a bad fight. You got to back ping, and you shouldn't like run forward, if that makes any sense, right? Unless you see something so good, you guys win 4v5. So examples of something so good is like LeBlanc one shots the AD carry, right? You've seen that before. That's like an indicator that you can win 4v5. But you got to run. Everyone is trying to run here. So yeah, of course you guys can't win that because, well, actually, surprise, they were all here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just all here. So you guys needed to run, but it's good that you got out of the harm's way here. Right? Is there anything else we can do? Not really. Just back off through a bubble. Sure, I think that's fine. Your team did something dumb, so now you guys trying to defend against the dive. Sure. Fast forward. Oh, what's going on here? Anything wrong with this picture?
A lack of vision.
Instead of like, you're not always gonna get perfect vision, right? So, think about like what could happen. Like, what's the worst case scenario right now? Looking at this picture.
Basically, they're all either in that bush to the right up by our jungle entrance,
over
or
there,
the dragon bush. And
right, or this one.
We walk through. They're gonna 4-man me and Lucian.
Right. You want to know a spicy one? This one right here. This is like a Sejuani Zac. Like, I don't know if you played during that time, but like, this is when the tank meta, right? They're coming around, right? Or Elise. That's spooky. I think Elise coming around. Or Rek'Sai, right? I've seen all of those. So yeah, you need a. Oh, actually, wait a minute.
Yep. Right as you said.
Right. So this is your job as a support is to your job is to kind of figure out what they're gonna do and beat that. Right. Okay. So let's say, oh, they're all camping here. How do you beat that? Don't walk in here. Nothing to do here. So you walk the other way. Right. Well, you have no words, so you kind of want to base, right? But you would spam back ping. You can't go this way. Right. Is the idea. I think you guys just get lucky if you get away because they had they had all the resources to try and one shot you guys. I think so. Yeah, that's the you kind of wanna you don't look at when you're clearing waves and stuff like here. Let's say your team wants to push, which is good, right? Your job is you should be looking at the mini map. Okay. And saying, where's everyone? And then if you don't know where they are, you say worst case scenario, right? You say, oh, they're all here. How come they can't be out your red? Because they're literally, they physically could not be there, right? So you know that worst case scenario, they're your wolves. Yeah. So what do? Oh, invade topside. Something like that, right? Okay. But one really important idea is to always have wards up. So like if there's downtime, like right here, and they stop sieging, you just base and you backping your team. You need to get wards. Right, because if the longer you stay is like, the less impact you have in this game because you literally cannot ward. Right now is a good time to go base, unless they're like killing themselves or something. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you need a base for wards. I don't know what's going on here.
I literally said that in comms delusion, but
looks like looks like they really want to fight or something. I don't know. But yeah. Oh man, do you have to go with this guy? Probably. Oh, what the fuck? You guys are fighting for this? Okay, never mind. Gangplank wanted it, but definitely Lucian should get it. Okay, finally we get some words. Good. Oh, 3 pink words. Hell yeah, that's what we want to see. So where are some good spots for the support to ward?
Well, right now Baron's the only thing that's up, so I could slowly move Vision over there, getting one that river bush right there, and then kind of extend the Vision up and around that area.
Right. So here's some strats you can do in terms of how do you do that without dying, right? Because it's common that you. How many times have you seen someone just run into the river and die?
So many.
All right. So what you can do is drop your. If you have Moby boots, you can't really do it this because you don't have Moby boots, but you can drop your wards shallow to make sure they're not like camping over the bush, and then base and come back immediately with extra wards, and you can like bunny hop your wards like that, right? And then you can also use your trinket as well to make sure that they don't see you coming. And then pink wards should be as aggressive as possible. So like, let's say the ADC's pink ward should be here, right? And then maybe the mid laners is here. Yours should be at like the pixel bush, right? Okay. Or on Baron, right? You remember yours is supposed to be as deep as possible. You're the playmaking. You have the playmaking ward, and because they don't want to move their wards is the big idea. Oh, is this good?
I think so.
Seems good.
We have 2 on the map down below, so the worst case scenario is a 3v3.
Right, you have more people. Essentially, you have equal or more people, right? So this seems. Oh, he just died. Seems good to me, right? But seems like when you get back to mid quick, I think mid was really low. So, oh, what the hell? Is he dead? I think he's dead. Sure. You need to go. So this is fine. Do you normally play like Nami, Janna, that kind of support?
I would say most of the time, yeah. If we need me to, I play Alistar or Braum.
Right, this is good because your job on these supports is to stay with your AD carry, usually, right? Because you have Ardent Sensor. So it'd be strange if you didn't. But something like Leona, Alistar, Thresh are really different in terms of how you accomplish your goals in the mid game, right? So okay, we need a base for wards. Oh, this is awkward. You guys want to run? Oh no, what happened here?
I got trigger happy with my ult.
Right. So if there's anything about skill shots, I think your usage of W is really good. It's just if you have troubles landing anything else, like more than once a game, right? We would say you want to make sure that you're holding on to it as long as possible. I want you to think that you don't use it even when you think it's good. You want it to be perfect. Okay, perfect. You always have more time than you think you do. Like, let's say, for example, Kayn is hitting Lucian. How fast is Lucian going to die? Maybe kind of fast, but in the mid game, you have...
You can dash away from a lot of the damage.
Right. It's not instant. It's not instant kill, right? Yeah. And if it is instant kill, well, you can't really do anything about that. So you have more time than you think you do when it comes to landing skill shots, right? The only exception is like late game, which is you have no time. You got to go quick, but...
Okay.
All right, what's going on here? Oh, looks like a fight, 4v5. You want to back ping and oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. So this is what I mean by you're not supposed to run forward in a fight when it's 4v5, right? You want to back ping because everyone's dying here. There's no other. You guys can't win this, right? Oh, Gangplank TP is probably still losing, right? Everyone's gonna die. So how do we know before it happened? Like literally 20 seconds before it happened.
That they got a pick on Talia, and then we were below on numbers.
Right. So Talia died for relative free, and you guys didn't have. You guys had man disadvantage essentially, right?
Yeah, let's be out of mana at the start of the fight.
Well, I mean, you casted everything, so it seemed fine, right? You had enough mana to fight, I would say. Wouldn't you say?
I mean, for like a single rotation.
Right, but if you had full mana bar, you're still losing this, I would say.
Yeah.
Like if you somehow got 1,000 mana, right? So it's very common how people are like, you know, hey, it seemed like you couldn't do anything, right? No mechanics could have won you that fight,
Okay.
right? But your brain could have saved the team in a way.
Okay.
And the reason why people are like the jungle and the support are the ones who should think about this is because everyone else is busy trying to figure out how to wave management, right? And your job is to make sure that you guys aren't taking insane fights, right? The reason why we know this is losing is just they have more people, you spam back ping, right?
Okay.
What should you do instead? Get them to push mid and then ward around Baron side, the opposite side of the map, right?
Okay.
Is kind of the idea you want to do. That's like probably the biggest thing that'll help the most is just look at the map. How many people are there? If it's 4v5, spam back ping. If it's 5v4, like you saw up top, you run forward because you can't lose, right? That and making sure we save our abilities as long as possible are the two things that I think will help you the most, right?
Okay.
In terms of clean gameplay.
Sure.
This is Monka S. Oh, never mind. Talon's dead. Not Monka S. We're good. Standing evolution. Seems good. So far, so good. After you push, you want to go word. So this is your time to go word. Sure. Try to word over the wall. Try to word over the wall. No, I got you, dude. I got you. He's going to kill it immediately. He feels bad. Oh. That's kind of awkward. Let's try. So is there... So you see there, we're seeing multiple habits or multiple habits we could make in terms of
Just
helping
my abilities.
True, that too. But is there something else once you put this word down?
No, I don't see what you're talking about.
So let's say you put this word down. How many words do you have left?
None.
Right. So can you base right now?
I should, yeah.
Right. I would say you can base right now. Examples of when you can't base are like a fight is literally breaking out and it's 5v5, or there's started Baron. You can't base, right? But in this case, it seems good, right? I think it seems good. Nothing's going on. This is your downtime to base. So you need to take that time and base immediately, right?
Okay.
Otherwise, you know, you guys can't see anything, right? We have no words. Okay, this is a really good sweeper, right? Going into the river and catching everything is really good. Sure. Oh, what's wrong with this picture? Right here. So what's the point of sweeping the river? What do you think?
Clear vision.
Okay. Clear vision so that they can't see what?
Our team.
True, but let's say they don't see your team, but they can see Baron.
Okay.
Are they gonna walk into the river?
No, they have no reason to if they.
Yeah, they have no reason to, right? So, what does that tell us about sweeping vision in the river? What is it for? What's the ultimate goal?
Get vision on Baron.
Right, we gotta deny all vision on Baron and make sure that they can't see shit, and that's when they walk into the river because they can't see anything, right? So that's the basic idea behind going in here and doing this, is because if you guys just sit here and you say they can't see us, that's true, they can't see you, but they have no reason to walk into the river because they can see Baron. It could be awarded, right? Or a pink, or even a blue trinket. You guys don't know, right? So they have no reason to check. So what you're trying to do is get them to face check, right? That's how you win the game as support. But they're not going to face check if they can see the objective. So that's one thing you should. That's one thing you can definitely implement real quick. Is just say the goal of sweeping a river is to deny Baron vision, right? Get Baron vision, deny Baron vision. Okay, this is just a straight 5v5. Sure. What's going on here? Oh, this is a fat bubble if you can land it. Oh, nice try. Oh, wait, actually. He wants the ward. Oh, no, he tricked you. Was it worded? Nah, he was probably just trying to trick you. Right, so this is what we mean by first opportunity, right? They will always do this. They would pretend to go for it to convince you that they're going for it. And then he runs immediately. Right? Because that's your first opportunity to hit him. Right? Never go for the first opportunity. You want to go for the last opportunity. When he thinks he can finish the ward off, that's your highest chance of success, right? I mean, he can even see you, but even then, the same idea applies, right? So I don't know what's going on here, but it's just straight ARAM. Yeah. Fast forward. But yeah, we definitely do need a base. Like here, is there a fight breaking out?
No.
Are they doing Baron?
I don't think we saw them go through our wards, but I mean, they might be.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, they can't. They literally cannot be on Baron, right, or something like that. So you got a base for the wards, right? You literally have to, right? Otherwise, you can't really get anything done. Like you actually, like, what can you do here? I don't know, right? You just wait for something to happen, right? Any questions, by the way, while we're looking at this?
Not really. You kind of pointing out the errors and explaining them as you go. I guess I just like. I mean, obviously, I have a weakness with looking at the map. And is there like anything you know of to like train yourself to better keep a track of the map so I can try to spam that back ping when I see a numbers disadvantage?
Right. So coaching is all about like trying to figure out what good habits we can have you implement, right, to get better.
Mhm.
So in terms of looking at the map, remember how we're like, when your team wants to push out, that's when you look at the map, right? That's like your first instinct is anytime your team wants to do something, you look at the map. And you say, you count people. So my fast way of counting people is they have 5 and we have however many people minus the people on the side waves or whatever, right? You know what I mean? So let's say in this example, it's 5v5 or 4v4, right? If we just go to a random example, what is this? 4v5. Because Gangplank's not here. We have 4. They have 5 because you can't see them, right? How about this? Oh, this is 5v however many are here, or 4v4 mid. Because no Talia, no Garen, right? That's basically how you do it. And then if they have like a twist of fate, they always count as a person, right? Of course. But that's the idea is anytime you guys are trying to do something is when you count. You look at the map. Because even in a fight, that's the most important time when there's a fight, right? Let's look at an example here. Okay, a fight's breaking out. And then you look at the map to make sure this is 5v5 first before you fight. All right, you have as many people as they do, minimum. Anytime there's a siege, right? Same thing. Pretty much anytime, anywhere. Like, oh, Garen's bot, let's go for it. That's the idea, right? Someone in chat says play with your eyes on the map. That's basically what you. That's basically what you want to do. You're doing good in terms of sticking with your AD carry, pressing E, pressing W. You're always in a good spot. It's just you need to make sure that the map, you're paying attention to the map too, because you have this down, pretty much, right? This is really good. No improvements needed in that section.
Okay.
It's just this is the most important time to look at the map, right? How many people are this fight? You have to know within a second. So how many people?
2v5. Well, I guess it would be more like 4v5 because GP and LB are close enough that they could get there.
I would say you're close enough too, right? Unless someone dies instantly, we would say we're getting here in time, which is actually what happens, right? We get here in time. So how do you know what's close enough? Within one lane's distance is what I would say, right? There are exceptions like late game. That's not going to be close enough because people are dying instantly, right? But for 90% of the game, early mid game, whatever, if you're within one lane's distance like you are right now, you can help this fight, right? Okay, that was kind of unlucky, but sure. Oh, what the hell? Very nice. Pressing W on your AD carry. Oh! Alright, so if there's like a mechanical habit you'd want to fix, it's just holding on to your skill shots. That's it.
Yep.
Right. That's all I would say. Literally all I would say. Even the E, don't worry about the E. You're doing good enough out of lane with that. So just hold on to your skill shots. It's just more about the wording ideas and the map ideas is what you want to look at, right? So like here, pause. What do you want to do?
I want to push, but Garen's cutting our wave and Talon's pushing top. So I guess catch bottom wave and get that pushing.
Sure, but that's not your job, right?
Then
your team does want to do that, but it's not your job, right?
Vision on Baron.
Right. You want to dump your wards and then base, right? Unless you're gonna sit in a bush and wait with like a solo laner to one shot someone, you're gonna run up there, ward everything, and then base. Right? Is the idea. Like that's your job is pure vision. So sure, guys can chase this guy if you think you can get him, but remember that your job is to always be in control of vision, right? Like so, for example, here, what's the idea here?
Is just randomly looking for vision.
Right. We want to save it so we can go sweep Baron, right? The river. and Baron. And then we need a base now. Why can't we go ward now? I guess.
Well, now we waste all our time chasing him, so now we need to base refresh our wards because they can be in that area.
Right, you just can't. Yeah, you can't go alone, otherwise you're dying. Right. Before they were all dead, so you could go before Talon got there, maybe. Right. But now it's too late, so you got a base. Right, is the idea. You're always asking, what am I supposed to do now? Right, and that'll tell you what you're supposed to do. Right. That'll give you a clear idea on what your next goal is. So it's always gonna be Baron, really. Right. Pretty much for the support, it's all about Baron. Oh, what the hell? This guy's trolling. Very nice. Okay. Sure, you guys can push. We would just prefer to go to Baron though, I think. Okay, that's a nice word to scout out there that hidey hole. Okay, so let's say what's going on here. You guys can't siege, right?
Yeah.
At this picture, it seems like you can't siege. Right, so
Yeah.
what should you do?
Should well, decide what dragon or baron we want and move in that area and get vision.
Right, it's always gonna be the same thing, right? What objective do we want? How do we secure vision around it? And then go do it, right? So here you know we're just gonna Baron. I just word everything, right? Let's see what's going on here. But there's a fight breaking out, so I guess we should help. We already discussed this, but you know, what can we do better there?
Hold on to our
Right. Just hold on to everything, right? And then I think we're walking in a dangerous path, but you realize that, so you start running. We didn't even say it's a debate in a way. Okay. Oh no. But this is the best time to ulti, right? Is when they're chasing. That's when you can get the most value. But okay. And then what's going on? We're trying to fight this Kayn. Hold on to bubble. Oh! That's okay. Now you know, right? If there's anything you want to work on for mechanics, it's just literally hold on to the last second. That's what you should think. Last second. You want to hold on to it rather than miss. Okay? And then after the whole fight is over, what should we do here?
Baron vision.
Right? Same thing. So you already know what's up. Is anytime you have a chance to go ward and de-ward Baron, you do it. Right? So that's our opportunity. Here, I would say you could probably save your sweeper until you get into the river, right? Think about it this way. What's the maximum value on your sweeper when you can like sweep everything in the river? So
yeah,
you can hold on to it, but I wouldn't worry about that too much yet.
Okay.
Right. Okay, this is a nice pink ward, right? Oh yeah. Like we said, this is where the most forward pink ward is the support's pink ward, right? So this is good. Good. And oh, you know, why are they running into the river? What do you think?
They have no vision.
They can't see Baron, right?
Yeah.
Because you have a pink on Baron, so they can't see it, essentially. Oh, or they think they can kill you. I don't know what's going on. This looks fine. You press W and everyone's happy. You can ulti here. Oh, fat ultimate. Nice. Right, so this is a sick ulti. Wait so long that you can't miss, right? That's the idea. Wait, you killed him? What the hell? What?
I think Aerie got him.
Maybe auto attack or Aerie, something like that. Wow, yeah. Positioning is really good, I would say, for the most part. In the back, just press EW and then wait on your Q and R and you're good to go, right? Oh, free kill. Sure. You guys can Baron? Maybe? Maybe not. Why can't you Baron? Garen and Kaisa. I mean, yeah, I would say it's fine not to Baron. You don't have the damage, maybe. We're getting into the same problems here, though. For the same habits, I would say. Not problems, but the same habits. In terms of what should you be doing here?
Backing, resetting my wards.
Right. Does he need you to do this dragon?
No. Right.
So we should dump everything around Baron in our ideal spots because they can't stop you, and then base can come back. Right.
Okay.
That's kind of what you want to do. It's true that let's say they're alive. You have to be with Lucian, otherwise he's dying, right? To Kayn or Talon or something. But after like a fight is over and you have opportunity to go ward the objective, you should do that. Right. You only have to stick with him when he needs your help. So he doesn't need your help here, right? And you only need income when you're trying to get your rewards up. And then once you do that, you're like trying to roam as much as possible. So you don't need to be here. You just need to make sure that they can't stop your Baron wards, right? Like let's say for example, they spawned right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they see you guys bot and they run into the river, who can stop them?
No one.
Right. So
Yeah.
they can face check everything and there's no problem, right? But let's say you had based and you're sitting in the pixel bush with Gangplank or LeBlanc or Talia. Is there a problem for them now?
Yeah.
Right. They can't check without being afraid of getting one shot. Right. So that's kind of general ideas that we can use our time better, I would say.
Okay.
But here, honestly, in team fights, you're doing really good. It's just hold on to your abilities. That's the only thing, right? It's all about map ideas, which is, I would say, easy for you to focus on because it's just one big idea you need to look at. It's just look at the map. What should I do? 4v5, right? Simple, right?
Yeah.
When in doubt, you need to get words on the objective. So, okay, this is a 5v5. So, sure, we really have no problems with the team fighting, so everything looks good. The only thing that you need to work on is what we already talked about. So, you guys want to run now. Ooh, you want to run. Oh, what? What? What did I just see? Let's watch this.
I was going for Garen and got the Kane instead.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys need to run though. You guys need to run. Oh, never mind. They need to run. Fat Gangplank ultimate. Gangplank carry. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh, goodbye. So, there's some like concepts we can go over here, but I think you play this relatively well, right? It's just holding on to your abilities will solve all your problems for now, I would say. Like,
Okay.
and the ideas like, yeah, we can get more advanced, but this is not something you should focus on because it doesn't happen often, right? So something like this, you could say the fight started out poorly, you want to run.
Okay.
This is like, that's like an idea, but I would say don't focus on that. It's just, useful to know, right? For later. A fight that starts out poorly is going to end poorly unless you have some kind of big turn. So what we mean by that is like that gameplay ulti we saw. That was a big turn, right?
Or
it was good enough to.
a huge
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So like it is going badly because it started badly, right? Is the idea. And then the instant gameplay had this sick turn is when you guys started winning. So you guys want to run until you see something like that. That's the idea. But honestly, not something to worry about now. You can do that by yourself if you hold on to your abilities, right? That you are the big turn as a support, essentially.
Okay.
You and the jungler or a strong carry or anyone with CC is the job. That's like your job to look for it, right? So sure, fast forward, going into Baron. Oh, here we go. We got all these words. Nice word. Very good, very good. Oh, what the hell? Is something wrong with this picture?
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't dropped the pink word yet.
Yeah. You just want it in the pit, right? Or if there's one in the pit, you want to put it here. Right? Why is this one important?
Because then it clears the vision of them being like just over the wall. Like,
Right.
in the middle of the river.
Like these, they can't see you doing it, essentially, right? There's literally nothing they can see. So this is always a good one if it's not in the pit. What you'll see some supports do, like the highest level, they'll put a pink here, right? To make sure nothing's in here, and then it'll immediately move it here.
I see.
Right. To make sure, because like, oh, if they have no words here, they're good to go, right? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, we got it, so that's nice. Wow, this is a long game. What's going on?
Yeah, that's the reason like me and him had talked about having you look at this is like it was so long that we were like, well, there's probably something that we could have done to stop this from going further.
You just need words. You just need to reset on words and stuff. So it's all about map ideas. Like basically, your job is to make sure that when a fight breaks out, your team is winning from the get-go.
Okay.
Like they face check, right? Or you have more people, right? Anything like that. Or you have vision even, right? And the way to do that is you just gotta base rewards and focus on wording the objective. So you already know the good spots. Like I just saw you word good spots, right? You just need to make sure that's your primary goal every time.
Okay.
Right. And later you'll learn that you have to fight against the enemy to get it, but right now they're just giving it to you. So you got to go abuse that. Right.
A little too attached to the hip at my ADC, I think.
Right. It's good to be with him, especially in fights or in a side lane when you think he's getting ganked. But you shouldn't always be with him. Right. It's not usually the right idea. Okay, sure, you guys kill this guy. Wow, what is going on with this Garen split push? Sure, you guys run him down. I think that's fine. Push top. Sure. Sure. You can even keep going if you guys want. Very nice. Oh, he's trying to kill this guy. Sure. Fast forward. Everything is good. Basically, any time that it isn't like map movement related or wording related or using your bubble better is good, right? In terms of fighting and positioning.
Okay.
Okay. Base, then come back. Very good. Oh, we're waiting for our team here. That's good. Otherwise, it might be Monka S. Okay, what's going on here? Talia walked up to him. Holy shit, she's crazy. This is the biggest bait ever. Good spot out. That was a really good ulti, I think.
Yeah, I was so
you guys were
worried about
legit
that time.
dying. Yeah, you guys are legit dying if you didn't do that. Okay. Oh, you gotta run.
Yeah.
So what happened here? What do you think? Let's take a
Well,
look at this picture.
So it was actually pretty like it was kind of okay. I mean, we probably should have tried to deuce the hell out as soon as, Talia was caught, because I missed my bubble because I threw it, like an idiot, like we talked about, and so there's low chance that Talia gets out, and now it's, well, now it's 4v4, but he gets like half his ultimate onto Gromp.
Think about like big ideas we already talked about today in terms of do you want this fight, do you not want this fight, and why?
Then right here we don't want this fight because they have numbers.
Right, there are more people, so you guys we need to spam back ping. We gotta run, right? Yeah, that's basically it. Is that we needed to recognize, we needed to run. So what are we doing here?
Suiciding.
We're trying to save him, right?
Yeah.
This is a 4v5. You guys are losing. So the only reason why you guys get away is because this fat ultimate saved you guys, right? And even then, you guys didn't really get away, right? So you need to recognize just like the big ideas is you see a really bad fight, spam back ping, right? You see a really good fight, you spam forward ping, which is what they're doing right now, right? Maybe they didn't do it, but if I were them, I'd spam forward ping because we see Gangplank's not here. Maybe he doesn't have TP, right? Something like that. So you basically only want to take unfair fights, right? Oh no, and then your friend died because he was trying to go for a kill, but that's like the basic reason why you guys lose. It's just 5v4, right? And it seems like you couldn't do much better in terms of using your abilities because you did relatively well. You did really well, right? There's just nothing you could do. It was 4v5. You just had to run. You guys, you just have to tell your team we don't want this, right?
Right.
Think about it this way: you're the brain. You should play like the brain because you don't have to focus on CSing or anything like that. And the team wards is dictated by you, right? All the vision is up to you. So you can decide what your team is gonna do. Oh, you guys are all dead here. Same reason, right? Everyone wants to run here. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, Gangplank's coming. Maybe we can save this. Oh. Maybe not. Gangplank is quite strong though, so let's go back. Same example though, but let's take a look, right? So explain to me what's going on here.
Just trying to clear vision and try to regain control over the Elder Dragon area, but then we all kind of split up and Talia gets caught and now we're down numbers.
Right, so let's say Gangplank doesn't have TP because he doesn't, right? And you guys are, what are we doing right now? That's kind of guaranteed to lose a fight in a way.
Splitting up.
If you were all together, you guys are still losing, right?
Not sure. No sums.
How many people are at this fight?
5 on them, 4 on us.
Right. So anything like this, we know is always gonna lose. Right. So that's how you know. It's just like this is the habit you do. It's just okay, we're clearing. You look at the map, how many people are here? This is 4v5. So what should you do here?
Spam back thing.
Right. Or in terms of okay, once everyone knows that you don't want to fight, what should you do next? Because they could be on Outer Dragon, right?
Try to like slowly creep vision, or head over to Baron because it's coming up somewhat soon.
Yeah, I would say Baron's not up, so we can't really do that. But we should, like you said, you want to slowly like leapfrog your vision so that you check everything. And then if they have 5 people there, you want to kite as hard as you can. So maybe you can win 4v5. But here you could do something like we need to push out mid first. Right. When in doubt, we need to push out our lanes because you guys can't see anything. So and being mid will allow Gangplank to get here in time, right? But this is just he's just dead. Everyone has to run, right?
Right.
Our problem is that I think the first step is always recognizing when it's a bad fight. So anytime it's 4v5, you gotta make sure you know. Right. Otherwise, there's nothing you can do. Right. There's literally nothing you can do. So if you knew that, we would do something like, oh, he's dead. Leave him and go mid. Or use this time to stick as many words in as possible. Right. Because you can't save him. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
that's just
2-man bubble and a 2-man all, and it didn't matter because both Talia and Lucian got killed by Kayn.
Right, they had more people. Right, it's just you need some insane value to win that. But yeah, that's just kind of the ideas we're seeing here in this game. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, that bubbled out. Wait, what? Oh shit, Talon broke. Yeah, I think you're just trying to save people here again. 4v5, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
So, it's all the same idea, which is good, because it means you have less to worry about and more of one focus, or maybe 2 focus, I would say. Wording and making sure that you know how many people are at this fight. So it's basically both map based, I would say. Map based ideas you want to look at, right? Oh, 5v5 here. Uh-oh. Run! Oh, actually, you're fine. Huh. Just wait for the fat ulti. Okay. So far, so good. Well, pushed him off. I guess this game is just hard now, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's basically late game. Talon's a huge threat. Kai'Sa's a huge threat. Kane's a huge threat. Ezreal's basically full damage, so he's a huge threat.
Yeah, all you gotta do is all you can really do is just keep Lucian alive as much as possible, or Gangplank. Wow, this is just tower defense. All right, so
it's
Baron
hard
ideas.
like Lucian wants me to use literally everything on him, and I want to as well. But then like my stupid savior team comes over, and so like I use a Mikhail's on Natalia that's already basically dead, and then later in the fight, Lucian gets silenced, and I don't have Mikhail's for him, and now he's dead.
Right, I think at this point it's kind of like too far gone. You know what I'm saying? The mistakes have already been made. It's just this is too hard. This is too hard to worry about, I would say. Everyone's got to run. 1KS. Oh, he got one shot. I mean, I think you're doing fine in terms of using your abilities besides the ones we already talked about, right? Mm-hmm. It's just the reason why it feels like you can't do much is because the earlier mistakes, or maybe not mistakes, but our missed opportunities are kind of bringing up this situation where it's impossible for your team to win, right? There are too many 4v5s, right? And they had too much vision on Baron, or maybe not too much vision on Baron. It's really the 4v5s, right? So let's take a look at this one and see if it's similar. But I think it's the big idea you want to look at is all about map control, right? So let's fast forward to this stuff, and maybe we can look at some examples as well. But like, okay, we can hold the wave. I think is fine. But in this example, you do something like, what would you do here after what we talked about?
Go get vision on Rift.
Right. The instant you think you can get it without dying, you go word it and you base. Right? So you can get your words back, right? So here, we have a word. You can at least word shallow and base immediately, right?
Yeah.
Is the idea. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, I think there's just too much of sticking around when you don't have words up, right? Oh, he's just, what is Zed doing? Dude, he really wanted to kill you, dude.
Yeah, I know.
What the heck? All right, nice try, but it's really the same thing, right? Like after you kill him, okay, sure. What should you do?
You know, like we said, go get shallow wards around Rift. Well, I only have control wards, so get one control ward down there and back get full wards.
Right.
And
Bum rush that
progression.
Rift Herald, 5v4 forward ping, right? You know, this is really the same ideas as they're talking about. But oh, what the hell? Oh no. Okay, this is still winning if Katarina gets everyone, right? Oh, feels bad. So you had more people, but what happened here?
I got caught.
Right, it's just you got insta killed essentially, right? So yeah, this is like a expect the boogeyman, right? They're always in every bush if you don't know where they are, right?
Yeah.
Well, sure. We only saw you do that once, so it's not. I don't think we're really concerned unless it's like a habit, right?
Yeah, it's fairly rare.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
it
think
does
it's
happen, but it's not like all the time.
right. So I think it should be fine. Okay, sweeping through here is good. Sure, we're helping this guy get tower. Now what? What do you think?
Straight to Rift, drop a pink on it.
Right, exactly. So you gotta go over there and ward everything, and then you can base if you have 0 wards. But coming down here doesn't make sense, right? You're not gonna get this gank. We're just wasting time essentially, right? So okay, coming back mid. Oh, what's going on here? What's wrong with this picture?
Numbers. We have Jinx in a side lane.
Right, so unless you one-shot someone, you better kill this Ashe immediately. Okay, this could be work. This could work, right? It looked fine because they insta-killed Ashe, right? So that's how you know it could be good. Oh, nice try on the bubble. That was really good. Wow, you guys lost this even though you had more people. Because 2 people did show up bot. Well, you did your best. Not really your fault. Is there something we should be doing now? You already know now. You say again?
I said getting vision on Baron or backing and getting my wards refreshed.
Right. You can't get vision, right? Because you're by yourself here. Your team is dead.
Yeah.
But you can base for wards, right? So you already know what's up, right? It's the same. It's the same idea. It's the same concept. Okay. Fast forward. Yeah. It's just too much. It's too much like not basing and going to. You need to focus on reorient your focus on warding the thing you guys want, and you guys want Baron, right? Or at the very least, you want to control Baron. Maybe you guys can't actually do it or whatever, but you want to make sure that they can't do it, right? So yeah, we always gotta. You always want to have that kind of mindset. Uh oh, everyone wants to run here. Okay, there. That's not really your fault, right? This is just disaster. This is not your fault, right? You want to spam backping here, but you know your team gets caught. That's kind of awkward. Oh, what the hell? Nice try, I guess. But yeah, very much it's the exact same as last game. Would you say?
Yeah.
Like here, for example, how deep can we go? I would say go as far as you can without getting caught, right? You don't really care about this side of the map because there's nothing going on over there.
I could probably use all of my wards there when I drop that one to like just breach into the river back and then go in a little further.
Right. Exactly. And you can cancel your base if something happens, right? So that's the big idea. Okay. Well, there's a lot of fight going on. Sure. Oh. Okay. Let's say this is an example of you can get better than Baron wards, right? What's better than Baron wards here if they're all dead?
Their base, take the towers. And then
it's not your job to take towers, right? Like, let's say you're gonna put down wards. What are the most spicy spots?
On their jungle camps.
Yeah, on like red, like deep as possible, right? Stick it in there to see what they're doing, and then you can base and go back for Baron, right? So that's something where you can get even better than like around the Baron areas. You can get deep wards here because they're all dead, right? That's just you just gotta go in wards. Oh, actually, you do that, right? These are pretty good, I would say. This one, okay, maybe not so much because they're dead, but this one over the wall is really good, right? I would say. And you got a base. It's just you got a base if you have no wards. That's if you can base, you should base. That's what you should think. Oh no, he flashed even though he was dead. Is this good? Maybe. Okay, sure. Good. We're basing. Run to Baron. Oh, unless you thought you had to be here. This is fine too. Oh no. I think here, what's the idea here? What do you think?
I like, what do I think my idea was right there? What should I be doing?
How about both?
Well, I think I was just trying to sweep out any remnants of vision because I figured they were all just gone from the area once the dragon was killed. And try to darken the map for them. And I think what I should be doing with Pike and Ashdad is going towards Baron and getting vision.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right? Just run towards Baron. You don't care about sweeping this shit, right? No one cares about these wards. They can dump 5 pink in here, and you don't care. You just go to Baron, right? It's just you could say, oh, don't face check or whatever. But I think if you fix the initial idea, it'll prevent stuff like this from happening. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So yeah, that's the big idea. Always around the objective you guys want to do.
Okay.
Always, right? Sometimes, that's like the general idea. So let's say your objective is to split push. You have a gangplank or something, and you don't really care much about Baron. You just need to make sure they're not doing it. You stick a ward in Baron to make sure they're not doing it, and then you ward for your gangplank or something like that, right? What's a better split pusher? Fiora, right? That would be the objective. You want to win by split pushing, right? In this case, I mean, in solo queue, it's just Baron, I guess, right? So, you see like the impact though of the reason, we haven't gotten any wards on Baron, so now you guys have to face check.
Yeah.
Everything, right? That's the idea. Is we're missing our opportunities to go. So okay, it's 4v5. You can win this, but it seems like it could go really poorly. Oh, you guys can win. It's 5v4. That wasn't good enough for them. You guys can easily win this. Fast forward. Yep, you guys win, right? That's what I mean by like 5v4 spam ping forward, right? You can just suicide and run it down, and you win. Right. As long as you don't get one shot, you guys are gonna win, right? Which is what happens. Zed, hello? Oh, never mind. Zed OP. So we're gonna keep doing this because it's good. What's it called? Repetition is good reinforcement, right? But what should you do here?
Give vision on Baron.
Right. Or actually, this is a good one here, right here, this spot, to see if they're pushing mid, right? But you already know the good spots. You just need to know when to go. Okay, drill it into yourself. This is how you do it. We just need to do it first, and then the second thing you worry about is, can they kill me while I do that? Okay. We just got to go there first. I think that's the habit you need to make. You need to do, because you guys can't see what's going on, like the whole game. I think.
Right.
So, I want to see what's going on here. Sure. Oh, people are killing Ashe. Seems good. Oh, never mind. She got away. Yeah. Any questions, by the way?
Like, how do I know when we can take an objective, like, and what do I do if I'm like calling for it and my entire team just doesn't give a shit?
Okay, if you're calling for it and they don't come, there's nothing you can do. You just set it up as best as you can, right? And how do you know you can do it is based off of how many people do you have, right? Or can you sneak it? How long has it been since they've seen the Baron, right? And you have like Cassiopeia and Nunu, right? But really, at this rank, you don't really need to worry about can you actually do it. You just need to worry about, ward it so they face check and then you kill them and then you can do it because they're dead, right? That's the idea, is you do it when they're dead. That's like the base idea. You don't need to do anything sneaky like 20-minute Baron or anything like that. Everything basically comes from having good vision control, right? Is what I think. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, and like even this wasn't great vision control. A couple, I don't know, frames back or forward, because we still don't have it directly on.
Yeah, yeah, they won't walk into the river, right? So here's your basic idea: the instant your team has these minions going forward, so we say this is called pass the river. You go word, and make sure you're not dying to jungle or whatever, right? But you go word as a team is the idea, okay? So yeah, that's the base idea. Oh, 5v5, sure. What's going on? Oh, Jinx is still alive. This looks free. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, you can win this. Oh no. Let's watch this. I'm curious. Oh, you tried to hit the barrel, but it was on the. Oh no, it's okay. He didn't kill the barrel. He just slashed Jinx. So, okay, that was pretty close. It was 5v5. Yeah, anytime Anytime you can go, where do you do it? Like right now. Like right now, right? If you think you can go get it, you go get it. And by doing that over and over again, you'll know when it's safe to go get the words in, right?
At what point does like the experience from the minions worth less than me going and warding? Is that just like as soon as it hits mid game?
From the get-go.
Always.
Unless your level 6 is strong, you're always prioritizing spicy vision, right? And saving your lane, right? Winning lane and winning the game for your team through vision. You're like, you don't really care about levels. You can be level 12 and your AD carry can be level 18. Okay, that's like an extreme example, but as long as you're having like maximum control, we call this good, right? You're not supposed to be the same level as your AD carry, right? Not even close. So,
okay.
Like the instant like Alistar hits level 3, he can roam mid, right? That's like he has potential to roam mid. Not that he will, but if you guys somehow win lane, he could do that, right? Oh, now you see the problem, right? Oh shit.
Yeah.
We can't see anything. No. Yeah, let's see. What could we have done to do this? Okay, so if we push out mid, then we can go. Sometimes you're just forced to face check, right? So one thing you can do is put a pink here, or you're sweeping here, right? But once they get it, you guys gotta run, unless you can win this somehow. Can you win this? Oh, he fucked up. You can't win this. Everybody run. Yeah, I think that if there's anything mechanical you want to work on, hold on to your abilities. Anything else, it's all about look at the map and decide what do you need to do and how many people are there. Okay, that's like the two basic ideas related to the map that you should work on, in my opinion. Right? Okay. Is the habit is always like right here, starting from like any time the tower is gone, right? You say, okay, what are we doing? We need a ward Rift Herald. How many people are there? You count how many people, right? Oh, we have a dead person, so you can't ward. Or you wait until he's alive and then you go ward, right? Look at this picture. Okay. Oh, we're dead here, but let's see. Look at this picture. Okay, what do we need to ward?
Rift.
Right, and they're all missing, so you can't go yet. So he's gonna push mid, and then you can go. Right, you see people, then you can go. That's the idea. Every time, literally every time. That should be your thought process.
Like
right.
As soon as I show them pop up top, immediately go drop 2 words. Like
right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You got the right idea. That's the basic idea. And then is there another picture we can just look at real quick? Like anything like this. Oh, well, actually, this is in the middle of a fight, so that's not good. But let's say this. Oh yeah, we gotta go ward now, right? Yeah. They're all dead. So that's what I think you should work on. It's just anytime you're like, what should I do? Look at the map.
Okay.
Where's the objective? Go ward it. You have 0 wards base when you can. So sounds good?
Sounds great.
Any questions? Anything you want to clarify / anything that we didn't talk about?
So basically laning is mostly fine. Basically the main point from laning is just hold on to my abilities, and then that extends all game, and then just ward back and refill my wards and then ward deeper if I can.
Right, exactly. In terms of laning, I think you're doing fine. You have the right idea, and maybe sure you miss opportunities, but you have the right idea when it comes to we should trade as Nami, right? Or save your abilities, or when we're pushing, make sure we're safe, right? I think from what I saw, we're doing good, right?
And
let me see. Yeah, it seems good.
Only skip a pink word if I'm buying a full item.
Yeah. Don't skip pink word. Has to be a full item. Like even then, if that item's not important,
a game-changing one, like locket or I don't know.
Ardent sensor, right? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Otherwise, you're just spending all the money on pink words, right? Yeah, that's the base idea. So
okay.
All about map awareness. That's your only focus. And then how do you know you're doing good? When you look at a fight and you say we won because I put all these words down and they face check, right? All right. That's how you know you're doing good. So it's hard to measure progress as a support because it's not really clear in terms of score or anything like that, right? Measure by how many times did you set up a good fight, and how many times could you have prevented a fight but you didn't, right? It's kind of the idea. You gotta watch your replay and figure out what happened. So
all right.
Sounds good.
Sounds really good. I'm really happy with this.
Awesome. Let me know how that goes, and when you do die, know that you look at the replay and you say, why couldn't I ward at this moment, right? And stuff like that. I think that's like the best way for you to go forward here, because it's just all about, you need to see what's going on at the Baron and stuff like that. He'll guarantee your team wins these fights is essentially what we're trying to get at here, right? But yeah, if you do have any other questions, hit me up on Discord. Otherwise, I'll upload this, send you a link, and then you can go back and review later. So,
All right.
cool.
Cool.
Awesome. Good luck in your games. I hope your card's okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I'll see you later. Let me know how things go. Okay.
Absolutely. Have a good night. Bye.
Good night.